meget ved den tur.
Ja. Look here, Samson.
From North America. But I took a
Okay, now I record. I just test out. This is this is a Zeiss Contax 50mm 1.4 at 1.4, and now we turn it down to 2.0, and we take this. Okay, this is 2.0. Looks pretty good. And then also, so can you move your head a little bit? This is a SLR Magic 50mm 0.8 T2.1. And for some reason, move the head a little bit. This is in focus. This is this. And I also just try to stop it down. One stop. This is 2.8. How does it look here? This also looks good. So can you just stand a little bit back?
There is low apple.
A little bit back. And they all fall off with a little bit to this side. A little bit to it. Yeah, like that. Yes. Okay, that's good. Okay, Sean. This is a Fujifilm 55-200 at 3.5. How does it look? This is the Fujifilm 55-200 at 90mm at 3.9 aperture. This is the Fujifilm 90mm f2. How does it look? It actually looks great here. En, to. So you just watch these video clips and you probably think, what kind of weird comparison is this? This was actually just some old test I made for myself a few years ago, and I just found them on my hard drive, and I realized actually these tests were pretty good at showing what looks good in video, I think. And first of all, the camera I used was back then was Fujifilm X-H1. So of course you could have got a lot more detail with a more modern, like the 10-bit or raw camera or something, but this is what I used. I'm a photographer, I'm not a video guy, so this is like I know there's a lot of mistakes in bad focusing and all this stuff, but it was just to show what looks good. I would go to my conclusion at least, and you can comment below what you think. But I would say that to me the Contax Zeiss 50mm looks very good. I think it has this kind of low contrast look. Just looks very, very good. And then I also think it has this kind of a little bit of this Zeiss Magic, Zeiss pop or whatever. And also when I do photos with the lens, I use it for analog film. I also sometimes use a little bit for digital, not so much. But I also think those pictures have some kind of magic to them, especially that 50mm. I think some of the wider lenses don't really have exactly the same magic, but that 50mm definitely have. It will be interesting also to make a new comparison one day, comparing some of the other Contax Zeiss lenses. I have a few actually, so but maybe one day. I also later added in the end I added this test with what's called Canon nFD 50mm f1.4. I think that lens has better colors for daylight. If you look at the daylight test I made of that Contax Zeiss, the colors were so weird, and I'm not sure if I did something wrong or something, but the colors were so weird and I couldn't really get them right. I'm not I'm good at editing colors in photography, but I'm really bad at it with in video editing. So I think it looks terrible, but I think with the good thing is with the Canon FD is that they look very good in daytime when you use them. So I think maybe they have a more modern coding or something. Who knows? Maybe some of the last versions of this Contax Zeiss also had other coatings that was maybe more would look better. Also, who knows? But I think actually it comes down to for me it's more like if I would do more like run and gun day in daytime and stuff, maybe the Canon FD would look good. But I think if I was doing more like night photos, night video, I mean, sorry, and it have to look a bit cinematic, I think actually those Contax Zeiss lenses are really, really good. I also added that SLR Magic lens, what's it called? SLR Magic MicroPrime Cine something 50mm T2.1. I heard a lot of people talking about that a few years ago, and that was back when I made this test. I think that lens, I also tried some of SLR Magic's other lenses, and I think they have a bit of character, but they still have this high contrast which modern lenses have. I think I actually really like low contrast. I actually tried to see if I could mimic this low contrast look by using some filters, and I recently tried to buy what did they call Tiffen low con filters. I just think they were a little bit extreme. Maybe I also bought a pretty strong one. I think if you buy that, you should buy a small version of that. But maybe I'll play more around with that in the future. Maybe I'll make some more videos about it. But like I said, conclusion, I really like the Contax Zeiss. I also do analog film photos with it, and I do like Cine still in the evening. And I think actually it has this kind of cinematic look with those lenses, so I also use it for that. Anyways, you can also see I added in some Fuji lenses, but it was mostly just for reference. It really looks terrible, to be honest, for video. It doesn't look terrible. It would be good for. It would be fine for maybe an advertisement video for a small company or something. But it doesn't have this kind of cinematic look, right? That we all want. So, anyways, that was it. It was just my small video. Please don't hate me. This video is so unscientific, and I just wanted to upload it because it helped me a lot, so maybe it'll help someone else also. Take care. Bye bye.